Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. If you want to keep happiness, you have to share it. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Let's never try to get even with our enemies. Because if we do, we will hurt ourselves far more than we hurt them. Let's do as General Eisenhower does. Let's never waste a minute thinking about people we don't like. 3/4 of the people you will meet are hungering for sympathy. Give it to them and they will love you. Even God doesn't propose to judge a man till his last days. Why should you and I? Actions speak louder than words. And a smile says, I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you. Talk to someone about themselves and they'll listen for hours. The best possible way to prepare for tomorrow is to concentrate with all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm, on doing today's work superbly today. That is the only possible way you can prepare for the future. If you argue and rankle and contradict, you may achieve a victory sometimes, but it will be an empty victory because you will never get your opponent's goodwill. Today is life, the only life you are sure of. Make the most of today. Get interested in something. Shake yourself awake. Develop a hobby. Let the winds of enthusiasm sweep through you. Live today with gusto. If you have a lemon, make a lemonade. That is what a great educator does. But the fool does the exact opposite. If he finds that life has handed him a lemon, he gives up and says, I'm beaten. It is fate. I haven't got a chance. Then he proceeds to rail against the world and indulge in an orgy of self-pity. But when the wise man is handed a lemon, he says, what lesson can I learn from this misfortune? How can I improve my situation? How can I turn this lemon into a lemonade? No matter what happens, always be yourself. One reason why birds and horses are not unhappy is because they are not trying to impress other birds and horses. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. All men have fears, but the brave put down their fears and go forward. Sometimes to death, but always to victory. It isn't what you have or who you are or where you are or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about it. I have come to the conclusion that there is only one way under high heaven to get the best of an argument, and that is to avoid it. Avoid it as you would avoid rattlesnakes and earthquakes. Two men looked out from prison bars. One saw the mud. The other saw stars. Be more concerned with your character than with your reputation. For your character is what you are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. You can't win an argument. You can't, because if you lose it, you lose it, and if you win it, you lose it. You can conquer almost any fear if you will only make up your mind to do so. For remember, fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. It is the way we react to circumstances that determines our feelings. Don't be afraid to give your best to what seemingly are small jobs. Every time you conquer one, it makes you that much stronger. If you do the little jobs well, the big ones will tend to take care of themselves. By fighting you never get enough, but by yielding you get more than you expected. Today is our most precious possession. It is our only sure possession. The chronic kicker, even the most violent critic, will frequently soften and be subdued in the presence of a patient, sympathetic listener, a listener who will be silent while the irate fault finder dilates like a king cobra and spews the poison out of his system. You have it easily in your power to increase the sum total of this world's happiness now. How? By giving a few words of sincere appreciation to someone who is lonely or is discouraged. Perhaps you will forget tomorrow the kind words you say today, but the recipient may cherish them over a lifetime. You are going to survive, and good things are going to start to happen again. And one day you are going to look back and this will not even be such a bad thing. Always have something to say. The man who has something to say and who is known never to speak unless he has, is sure to be listened to. Our thoughts make us what we are. If you believe in what you are doing, then let nothing hold you up in your work. Much of the best work of the world has been done against seeming impossibilities. The thing is to get the work done. There are 4 ways, and only 4 ways, in which we have contact with the world. We are evaluated and classified by these 4 contacts: what we do, how we look, what we say, and how we say it. An old man was asked what had robbed him of joy in his life. His reply was, "Things that never happened." People are more likely to accept an order if they had a part in the decision that caused the order to be issued. There are always 3 speeches for every one you actually gave: the one you practiced, the one you gave, and the one you wish you gave. Do you remember the things you were worrying about a year ago? How did they work out? Didn't you waste a lot of fruitless energy on account of most of them? Didn't most of them turn out all right after all? If you tell me how you get your feeling of importance, I'll tell you what you are.